Mr. Goodnight. How y'all doing? Are y'all ready for some crusades? Are you ready for the crusades? Why the crusades is a thing. Do you need to know why the crusades are a thing? Because they are a thing. Look, I'm finally in my... Oh, very nice. Oh, with my arms. Hello. I'm here to prevent you from getting drag queen story time. I'm bringing you to Princess and Knight Dragon story time instead. I want to tell you about a horrible time when dragons walked on the earth. When dragons walked on the earth, they wanted nothing more than sexy long-haired princesses. They would steal them. They would keep them in their little treasure room, sniffing them all weird, doing weird stuff, and making monsters out of them. Sometimes we couldn't get our princesses back. There was a lot of princesses that the dragon, in a last-ditch effort of desperation, just devours the girl before we slaughter his ass. And a lot of times when something like that happens, there's nothing really you can do about it. Everyone cries. We mourn the loss of the princess. There's some really funny dragons too, and they steal princes. Yeah, the women dragons steal princes. You never heard this story before. Yeah, Little Prince, Young Man, Prince Valiant, whoever the hell. The female dragons love little princes. But they normally get like 2 or 3 of them. They don't just settle for one. They got to get 2 or 3 of them from different kingdoms. Because, dragon, we haven't had any real reports of what female dragons do to the princes. But of the princes that we've been able to rescue, which have not been very many, knights aren't very interested in rescuing princes without there being a big loot bag involved. You know, with a princess, there's the prestige and there's the knight can then bring his status up because by being a hero who saves a princess, he usually can marry the princess because of the emotional trauma involved and all, unless that princess is already betrothed to someone. And then that guy would have to save her. So if he had to hire a knight like me to put his helmet on and go save the princess, I'm getting that ass, not him. And that's been a lot of problems because a lot of times these pussy ass royalties, these other princes that want to marry the princess, they get all butthurt when they can't go and fight the dragons and do the rescuing. They just want you to turn over the princess. But it's pretty standard to get the princess and have that, you're going to take that virginity because of the passion involved in saving a princess. The lusty sex is definitely part of why the knight goes. You go to save the princess to be the new prince yourself. It raises you in status in a way that's not normally available to us. So as you can see, the economy of the knight, without the dragon, it's basically our whole economy.
If I go through all the problems and troubles of finding out a princess and where she's at, searching her out, and then I get her, you're not taking my princess, all right? No, it ain't happening. Stay the fuck back. I'll burn your ass. I'll light your ass up. Don't fuck with me on that.
We don't really have much to do if there's not a dragon to slay. Gold to recover. That's why dragons have gone muchly in hiding. But I tell you, they still exist. They still exist. And if they light you with their fire breath, even with your helmet on, it's going to cook you. So you've got to know how to manage. You've got to have a squire on the ready with the fucking water bucket. Did you say you needed the water bucket? What? You don't need the water? Douse your ass down. That steam comes off, you're a hell of a lot better and cooler than you would be if that fucking dragon napalm were to stick to your ass or they get you with their claw. Like this. One claw to the face. Almost lost my eyeball. I didn't, though. I closed it really tight and I threw myself backwards and I just got nicked. But that nick was such nastiness of infection, I almost lost my eyeball a second time from the infection that bubbled up on my face. It took years for this to heal up, and it still isn't fucking completely healed right. Dragons are fucking nasty. If you don't know about them, believe it, because they're real. They'll fuck you up, and they'll steal your princess. I don't think they know who the princesses are anymore in the world. They're not going to steal Kim Kardashian. She's nasty. Remember, the demons and the monsters only want virgins. So they normally have to get them way too young and just wait for them to get hot and bothered, because our society's going to shit. And you know who I suspect? The female dragon.
You're right. I am the female dragon. What do you think drag queen stands for? Huh? Drag your feet? You dragging your feet? You want to know what I did to the three princes? Oh, I'll never tell you. I'll never tell you. But I'll get you. When I find you, and I get y'all little boys, better know, I'm a dragon. I'm a dragon lady.
Did you say you needed the water bucket? What? You don't need the water? Okay. Sorry. Only when a dragon burns you? Okay, all right, all right. You don't get hot on your own? Whatever, just asking.